This is a really interesting story. Did you know that the person who came up with the initial concept for XRP is currently constructing a real space station? You read correctly, a space station with a real space twist. It's as if all those jokes about XRP going to the moon are suddenly coming true. The crazy part comes next. One of the pioneers of XRP and the XRP ledger is leveraging his success in cryptocurrency to pursue a $1 billion space station project. Are you sick of phony gurus who pretend to be knowledgeable traders but never engage in live trading? I trade live on the second biggest cryptocurrency exchange, where results are unfake and everything is clear. I have continuously closed each month in profit for more than 440 days. With just 4% drawdown, my followers have made over $34,000 in gains in the previous 90 days alone. Results that have been verified, not just claims. Do you wish to view my confirmed statistics? Start duplicating my trades for free right now by clicking the first link in my profile. Take a look at this Bloomberg headline. A $1 billion space station project is being financed by one man's cryptocurrency windfall. The worst part? The majority of the funding for this entire endeavor comes from XRP sales earnings. I'm serious, this is actual life, and to be honest, I was completely unaware of it. Thus, in a technical sense, this voyage started years ago. However, I've never heard of it before. Were any of you aware? Of course, Jed McCaleb is the subject of this discussion. Yes, the person who developed the concept for XRP. Along with David Schwartz and Arthur Brito, he was one of the original developers of XRP and the XRP ledger. Let's get right to the headline, because if we are discussing the man, we must discuss the man. The headline: McCaleb, a co-founder of Ripple, defends selling his XRP in the face of charges that he intentionally hurt investors. More allegations of intentional injury, which, just so you know, I disagree with. However, it is indisputable that without XRP, his net worth would not have reached its current level. After all, he is a multi-billionaire. He has billions of dollars. Billions, indeed. And it all stems from his crazy experience with XRP. Let me explain. This person sold all of his insanely large amount of XRP and is now using his wealth to finance space stations. Yes, you heard correctly. Spacecraft. It's incredible how one man's cryptocurrency narrative can grow into something so significant. What could be more outrageous? An important aspect of XRP's history is this entire story. With one incredible twist after another, everything is connected. To be honest, the history of XRP from its inception to the present seems like a fictional science fiction story, but it is entirely true. But let me be absolutely clear before I continue. I'm not an expert in finance. This is not financial advice. Don't base your decisions to buy or sell on what I say. Exploring cryptocurrency tales and posting them on YouTube is something I simply adore. For me, it's just an enjoyable pastime. Anyway, let's go back to the narrative. The headline from Bloomberg says it all. A $1 billion space station project is being financed by one man's cryptocurrency windfall. That individual, the man who transformed his cryptocurrency riches into something straight out of a science fiction book, is Jed McCaleb. He is now prepared to risk a sizable portion of his wealth in space. The millionaire who created the cryptocurrency XRP and the infamous Gox Bitcoin exchange is aiming high. As the sole financier of a bold proposal to construct the world's first commercial space station, he intends to put his startup Vast Space LLC into orbit. If it succeeds, he may be awarded a $1 billion contract by NASA next year to replace the aging International Space Station. If not, Jed McCaleb is willing to spend $1 billion of his own money to make it happen, with $3.3 billion of that money coming from two charitable foundations that he controls as of late 2023. He is placing a large wager on the future of humanity in space. We must make the jump to a future when there are innumerable people living off the planet. Few people have the courage, the means, or the patience to take such a risk. McCaleb 50 shares from Vast's Long Beach headquarters. According to McCaleb, many billionaires are only interested in purchasing their boats. I'm taking a different approach. For McCaleb, there is no other option, even though it is audacious and dangerous. I just don't find that very interesting, he says. He's off building a space station instead. To be honest, I think that's very awesome. Of course, there are a lot of different viewpoints. Let's call it mixed, particularly in the context of Jed McCaleb inside the XRP community. Here's my opinion, though. Regardless of what others may say, I value what he has done. Look, he didn't agree with the leadership of Ripple on business matters. Hey, that's simply a fact. Everyone has the right to their own viewpoint, don't they? From what I've observed, and I'm merely an outsider, there is no indication that he acted dishonestly. It seems more like he had methods or concepts that might not have been the best for Ripple as a business. And what do you know? It's all right. I'm simply grateful that he came up with all of this in the first place. For me, XRP has completely changed my life. I'm not sure about you, but how much did I invest? It was a substantial amount. It's worth a lot now. The finest aspect, I firmly think that it will only continue to rise far, way, way higher. This is how I would put it. For my part, I truly appreciate the circumstances here. Whatever you think, the idea of simply throwing assets on the market is absurd. For a moment, put yourself in his position. You genuinely think Ripple is headed in the wrong direction as a business. What will you do now? Launch your own business with a unique approach. It makes sense, doesn't it? Wouldn't it make sense to cut off all connections if you were certain they were going in the wrong direction? Includes the bridge money they're relying on? If you no longer believed in or supported something, wouldn't you divest from it? That's not the guy's fault. Furthermore, the manner in which he sold his XRP had no negative impact on the price. Not in any quantifiable manner. Do you recall that headline? In only a few weeks, Jed McCaleb's stack will run out of XRP after 8 years of dumping billions of units. June 30, 2022. I spent months discussing this before it really happened. He was blamed for the poor price of XRP, according to many. Let's face it, though, it wasn't true back then, and it's not true today. What a bottom for XRP, wow. It fell to just 28 cents that month, which was a real low. Probably within a few days of this incident, everyone began blaming one another. Is Ripple selling? Put the blame on them. Is Jed McCaleb being sold? It must be his fault. But really, that's bullshit. Let me explain. Contractual restrictions have always applied to Ripple's and Jed's XRP sales. Depending on the level of international trade, they may only sell a certain quantity, indicating that their sales were never substantial enough to change the price. For example, Jed regularly sold the maximum amount permitted to him over a period of years. And you know what? The price did not suddenly increase when he eventually ran out of XRP. As I promised, it remained unchanged. Ripple is no different. The whole claim that XRP's price is being suppressed by Ripple is absurd. Consider it. Late in 2017, XRP reached its highest point ever, $3.35, until the beginning of 2018 when Ripple was actively selling.